So I think this might be a bad sign for Fiat because right now I am in their dealership and there is not a single soul here anywhere. Like I've walked around the whole place, there's no one here. And they've got these beautiful cars that I would love to see, but of course, right, like they're all locked except for the Tonale. But what I was wanting to check out were a lot of these quadrifolios, because at least the Giulia quadrifolio is going to be going away. So right now it looks like they've got $20,000 off MSRP on these. So I guess if you're in the market for that, might be time to buy. And I don't believe that they're alone, obviously, right? Like there's a ton of dealers that are discounting these massively. So let me show you. So this is the 2023 model Stelvio Quadrifolio. MSRP on this was $97,000, man. Like that's crazy. But it's a super cool car. I mean, obviously it's extremely capable, 505 horsepower. And it's, when you're seeing this in person, this isn't like a super small SUV or anything like that. You could use this as your only vehicle easily. So I actually am a big fan of the Stelvio. I mean, this is a great looking SUV, but for $100,000, right? And then keep in mind, you're in Canada or a lot of states in the US, tack on 10, 15% sales tax and so on, right? So now you're at 115 grand, 120,000 bucks, and you will hemorrhage your value. I mean, I've seen these things go down by like almost half within, 2 years or something crazy, right? But they are just lovely cars, and you can't replace an Alfa Romeo, in my opinion. I love the Giulia. This is one of my favorite cars here, and I think that there will be a time and place where these are going to be pretty sought after. This is a swan song. 2024 model year is the last year of the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifolio, and it's sad. Put in the comments what you all think about the Alfa Romeo Stelvio and the Giulia Quadrifolio. I think these are amazing cars. I wish they were a little more reasonably priced and held their value a little bit better. But what do we got here? We've got that glorious 2.9 liter twin turbo V6, and that is pumping out 505 horsepower. And, it hasn't really changed a whole lot from the interior standpoint since this was released in 2017. So that's kind of a good thing, because what that shows is you could pick one up on the used market and you're really not going to be missing all that much. So for a total MSRP of $91,915. And keep in mind, you could probably get about 20,000 off of MSRP. So now you have an incredible car that competes with, the M3 and honestly handles better. This is better to drive as a daily than an M3. It kind of beats you up a little bit less, in my opinion. So are things so bad here that just all the employees left and, left a showroom and an entire dealership just completely empty? I mean, that's pretty crazy if you ask me. I don't know. Put in the comments what you think. So do you all think Alfa Romeo should just leave the US? Apparently their employees do, because they just left their jobs. And if their dealerships are just left wide open and people can't even really buy cars, I know this is anecdotal, but this is a bigger tell, in my opinion, of what's really happening with this brand. It sucks because I really love their vehicles. I honestly do. And it's sad to see some cars that are actually not some Econo, frickin' another Camry, or just another boring CUV get flushed down the drain. But, the American public, they just don't buy them. So, oh well. All right, put in the comments what you think about this. Should Alfa Romeo just leave and focus on Europe and other parts of the world? Or should they keep on fighting and try to take a piece of the American pie? All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you.